and welcome to Edo News today. The headlines: Edo government blasts PDP over alleged malicious lies. Okpebholo embarks on rural engagement, vows mass defections from opposition. Watchdogs demand EFCC ICPC action over abandoned federal road project. Anger over Uromi massacre. Hausa leader demands justice for 16 killed hunters. 4 more hunters intercepted in Edo. Police dispel headsman rumor. Edo lawmaker backs Tinubu's shakeup of NNPC. The news in details. A fierce political battle is deepening in Edo State as the government of Governor Monday Okpebholo pushes back against a barrage of criticisms from the state chapter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), branding the opposition's claims as reckless, malicious, and devoid of truth. The state administration, in an official statement, accused the PDP of orchestrating a long-running campaign of misinformation aimed at derailing governance and sowing public discontent. The response came after PDP spokesman Chris Osanehikare issued a press release attacking the current administration's policies and leadership. The government's counter was swift and unambiguous. It accused the PDP of political desperation and hypocrisy, highlighting what it described as the PDP's own record of executive impunity and disregard for constitutional norms during its years in power. It is nothing short of hypocrisy for the PDP, whose years in power were marked by executive impunity and disregard for constitutional principles, to now attempt to cloak itself in the language of legality and democracy, the government statement read. The Okpebholo administration emphasized that despite ongoing provocations, it has maintained restraint and respect for the rule of law. But the government warned that it will no longer allow opposition actors to perpetrate what it called a campaign of calumny without consequence, vowing that such falsehoods will be challenged through legal channels and those responsible held accountable. Governor Okpebholo's government also reaffirmed its commitment to transparency and inclusive development, insisting that no amount of political bitterness would distract it from its mission to improve the lives of Edo people. Edo belongs to all of us, the statement concluded, and we will not be deterred by those who seek to disrupt governance for selfish political gain. Meanwhile, on the ground, Governor Okpebholo is intensifying efforts to directly engage rural communities across Edo State. In what aides are describing as a governance-first approach, the governor has been dispatching teams led by senior officials to conduct listening tours and gather first-hand reports of citizens' needs. Honorable Eugene Utubo, the governor's special advisor on political mobilization and engagement, disclosed that recent visits to communities in Ikpoba Oka local government area revealed severe gaps in basic infrastructure, particularly access to water and public services. These, he said, are legacies of past neglect that the current administration is determined to correct. His Excellency forbids a situation where days before elections, politicians suddenly rush to communities for votes, Utubo said. We are building partnerships now, addressing issues now, not using them as campaign slogans later. Utubo also pointed to a shifting political landscape, hinting that Edo State could witness a political tsunami in the coming months. He claimed many PDP stalwarts are abandoning what he described as a rudderless party and aligning with the APC-led state government. There won't be a PDP in Edo soon, he predicted. Leaders are collapsing their structures and joining Governor Okpebholo because he is doing what the people want. Continuing, while the Okpebholo administration navigates political battles and community engagement, another front has opened with far-reaching implications for public accountability. A road project in Edo State meant to connect Warake, Iyakare, and Egono in Owan East local government area has been completely abandoned despite the disbursement of over 1.1 billion naira by the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. The contract, awarded to Hamix Limited, was supposed to deliver a vital artery for trade, agriculture, and transportation between Owan East and neighboring Esako local government area. However, 8 months after the last payment, watchdog groups say the site remains untouched. Civic Transparency Organization MON-ITNG revealed through verified records that the federal government paid Hamix Limited 274 million naira in August 2023, 70.6 million naira in September 2024, and a staggering 830.8 million naira in November 2024. Yet, no machinery, workforce, or progress is visible at the site. This road is not just another construction project, MON-ITNG said in a social media appeal. It is the only access road between Warake, Iyakere, Egono, and Esako. Abandoning it is not just negligence, it is a betrayal. The group has formally called on the EFCC, ICPC, and the Federal Ministry of Works to investigate the abandonment, recover misappropriated funds, and prosecute those responsible. An abandoned road is not just a failed project. It's a broken promise. It blocks access to opportunity, healthcare, education, and livelihoods, the group added. In another development, national tensions flared again this week as Alhaji Abashi Garba, the Serikimbakan Hausawan Africa, publicly condemned the brutal killings of 16 hunters in Uromi, Edo State. Speaking from Bauchi, Alhaji Abashi called the killings an act of injustice that threatens peace and unity across Nigeria, and demanded that those behind the mob attack be swiftly brought to justice. The victims, all northerners returning from Rivers State to Kano, were reportedly ambushed and killed by a local vigilante group in Udune Efadion, Esan Northeast local government area. Alhaji Abashi described the attack as part of a disturbing pattern of hostility towards northerners living or traveling through parts of southern Nigeria. We want the government to take immediate action to ensure all those involved in the killings are apprehended and punished according to the law, he stated. Addressing concerns that the victims were armed, Abashi explained that they were licensed hunters, lawfully carrying weapons for their trade. Hunters cannot operate with bare hands. Firearms are tools of our trade, just as they have been for centuries. Our members carry identification cards and operate within the law, he said. He highlighted the contribution of hunters to internal security, citing their role in combating kidnappers in Bauchi's, Ningi, and Magama, Gumau areas. Furthermore, the Edo State Police Command confirmed the interception of 4 hunters from Kano State at a hotel in Benin City, countering widespread social media claims that the men were armed headsmen. In a statement, the police public relations officer CSP Moses Joel Yamu clarified that the individuals armed with hunting rifles and machetes were on their way to the Ube community in Orionwo local government area. They are hunters, not headsmen, the police clarified, naming the individuals as Yusuf Abdul Karim, Mujahid Garba, Shitu Idris, and Jamilu Habibu. The police warned against the spread of misinformation capable of inciting fear and ethnic tension in the state. Commissioner of Police Monday Agbonika urged the public to await verified facts before sharing reports that could stoke unnecessary panic. Conclusively, in national economic news with local resonance, Honorable Esosa Iyawe, the lawmaker representing Oredo Federal Constituency, has praised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for restructuring the board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC, calling it a critical step towards reforming Nigeria's energy sector. The new leadership includes Bayo Ojulari as Group CEO and Amadu Kida as board chairman. In a statement, Iyawe described the shakeup as a historic opportunity to reset the trajectory of the oil and gas sector. This is not just about corporate reorganization. It's about building trust, eliminating inefficiencies, and ensuring the sector works for the people, he said. He expressed optimism that the move would attract investment, drive innovation, and lay the foundation for a diversified, resilient energy market that can support job creation and national growth.